Over the past few years, the F-35 Lightning II, the 5th generation, Lockheed Martin Wonder plane set to eventually take over from almost every fighter jet in the US and UK militaries, has received a public relations kicking. It's expensive. The total cost for the program so far is an incredible, not even hyperbolic $1 trillion. It's had some embarrassing technical stumbles, engine fires, a non-functioning cannon and a $500,000 helmet that fits comfortably in the cockpit or on a pilot's head, but reportedly not both. And while it's designed as a multi-role, do-everything plane that will see the West through the next 3 decades of air combat, critics have been queuing up at the online pulpit to explain why it's not as capable in each mission role as the plane it's supposed to be retiring. Though they're usually not that polite about it. But despite the media bellyaching, the UK is committed to purchasing an as yet unknown number of F-35 seconds, primarily to fly off its 2 new aircraft carriers. Committed to the tune of about £5 billion so far, which covers the first 14 UK F-35 seconds and their maintenance up to 2020, but not the larger bulk purchase expected in 2017, which would bring the UK's F-35 fleet up to the stated 2020 target of 48 planes. The final total, however, is likely to be much higher. That's a lot of zeros to spend on something that critics claim doesn't work. So why are we doing it? How do the criticisms hold up? And what does the F-35 mean for the UK in particular? What sort of plane do we need? The uncertainty about the sorts of missions the RAF and the Navy will have to fly in the future is what makes a multi-role aircraft so appealing. Compared to the US, Britain is in no position to buy a fleet of specialized aircraft. Between 1990 and 2014, we reduced our number of operational fast jets by more than 2/3, with smaller numbers of Typhoons and Tornadoes stretching to take up the slack. Of the two, the Tornadoes are the pressing concern. They were introduced in 1979, and the ones we still have flying are due for retirement in 2019. If we want to keep getting involved in overseas air campaigns, we need something to take their place. The F-35 is the only so-called 5th generation fighter being produced in the West. The choice, then, was either to buy into the F-35, or to look for a plane similar in capability to the Typhoon. The promise that makes the F-35 such an appealing purchase, at least on paper, however, is that it can do everything: air support, bombing runs, air-to-air combat, 3 planes for the price of 1.
Nothing seems it's going